Up next is Oskar Åsgård. He's the head of product from Toptracer, and we talk what happened in 2025, what's coming in 2026, and their new product, Toptracer GO, and potentially how the app could become more social because I want to play against the guy at my local range who randomly hit at 450 yards. Here's the interview. All right, I've got Oskar here from Toptracer. Oskar, tell us what's new in 2026 with Toptracer.
So last year we cracked 45 million hours played on Toptracer, which is pretty crazy, right? Like to put that into context, if every golfer in the world, 68 million, visited the range once, they would need to spend 40 minutes to get to that number, which is pretty insane, right? So what we want to do, we want to bring more golfers to the game, new players into the game, get them to the range, and make it fun, right? So we have this concept this year called Toptracer GO, where we're going to put QR codes at all the bays at our sites. And if you come there, you don't need to have an account. You don't need to have downloaded any apps. You just have your phone, you scan that QR code, hit a shot, and straight away you get your carry distance in that.
That's very cool. Now, I'm a Toptracer user. I have the app. I make a fun game of going to different ranges. I almost exclusively go to ranges with Toptracer because of the app. I want to track my stats and my longest drives and things like that. It is fun to go see what the course record is of the day. I like that feature. And I like to try to, put one out there and see if I can compete. Tell us more about the app.
Yeah, awesome. Well, appreciate to hear that. You're a keen Toptracer user. Sound like a super user. Love that.
You could call me a super user, yeah.
Yeah, awesome. No, I think with the app, when Toptracer started, it was all about can we get players to hit one more bucket of balls? How do we make it more fun? And obviously, gamifying it all, that makes you hit a couple of more shots. But to your point then, you want to track some stuff. So what we try to do in the app is kind of create a place where you can gap your bag. You can do one of our assessment tests, like a T12 or Toptracer 30. And if you do that, you get a strokes gain breakdown of your game. One of the coolest features being that you can even input your handicap. So it's not often it's always comparisons to the pros. But if you're a 10 or a 15 handicap, you want to kind of benchmark yourself against the 10-15 handicap and see how you're performing in different parts of the game. So that's the type of stuff that you will get in the app if you play those type of game modes.
Now, I will say this. What you have is almost overwhelming. There is so much stuff that's a part of the app, like the monitor on the screen, the different games you can select. I will say a couple of my favorite. One is the long drive. Number 2 is the approach challenge.
Love it. That is my favorite, my absolute personal favorite.
Yeah. Approach challenge is you get so much benefit that translates into on course. It's my favorite. My friends play. We play against each other. It's a lot of fun.
Love that. What's your best score on approach challenge?
Oh, geez, I have to look at the app, but actually, it's not my best thing. I just like to enjoy myself and just grip it and rip it.
Awesome.
I just moved to Colorado,
okay,
and unfortunately, there's not enough. Wow. How many are out there right now? And then in 2026, how are you guys trying to grow that?
Yeah, for sure. So if we look at it globally, we're just about to crack 1,500 ranges. So we're at just over 1,450 across the world. In the US, we're at 460, but it's growing fast. Yeah. So over the past year, I mentioned we had 45 million hours played globally. In the US, it's just shy of 9 million. And that's on a year-on-year, it's growing with 25%. And that's due to creating a more compelling experience, but also growing the actual scale. What we're really excited about this year is what I mentioned there with Toptracer GO. That product is kind of if you have a setup here, where you have an awning and you have screens and everything, that's kind of the prime Toptracer setup. But we know that there are a lot of ranges out there that they haven't invested in a covered structure yet, but they have a lot of bays. And that's where this Toptracer GO product is going to thrive, right? Because we think that every range deserves a modern range tech experience. And even if you don't have the screen, with Toptracer GO and the ability to do stuff like that, we're adding some practice-focused games that are good fun in that as well. You just need that, a Toptracer system, the QR code, but operationally, it's easier to put in. It's a lower kind of entry level, lower barrier of entry. So yeah, I think that will help the expansion quite a lot.
So you're kind of pinging on what I was going to ask you next, because like in Colorado, the range that I went to, the setup is different. It's like the Wi-Fi version.
Yeah.
So they didn't have monitors, but
Yeah.
they had a Wi-Fi system that you would download the app and you would be able to do it on your phone. So for courses that are listening, we got shows in every state. So for courses, you got Go, the Wi-Fi version, and then the Primo one, right? Or is there more than that?
So actually, Go is replacing the Wi-Fi version. And what we want to do there is like, we didn't think that the version with the Wi-Fi was, like, while the playing experience was nice, it wasn't as seamless to get on it. And we see that with Go, like the usage increases massively. So we want to create like a fun, fast, frictionless experience, and that's what we have with Go. So Go is the entry level, and then you can go anywhere from like here, covered structures. You can have monitors sitting outdoors under a covered structure. I guess like the end one is if you go all the way to like what we have in Japan, where we have the biggest ranges in the world with 400 bays covered by Toptracer. So like you can get literally anything in between there. But yeah, I'd say Go is definitely what we're super excited about. I think it's coming in at a price point really where I see a lot of clubs putting that in, and I mean honestly, because with so much like new golfers coming in right now, a lot of them are skewing younger. That's definitely the case in Sweden, where we have the Toptracer R&D offices, and they kind of expect to get like stats on their shots. They don't like when you and I started golfing, like there was no tech on the range, and
I was happy to have a heater.
Exactly right, exactly, a heater. Well, we loved that back in Sweden. I'll tell you, it was brutally cold in the winters, but like you didn't have any chance of getting any sort of information on shots. Like you were standing there hitting shots and like, yeah, I think I was a little bit closer than you. I won that one, etc. But like now, it's instant, it's there, and yeah, it's the future. We truly believe it is.
So Go, it's available right now, or is
right now? Yeah, right now at Toptracer ranges, and yeah, that's what we're gonna roll out all across.
Well, very cool. I do have a little. I haven't been on the app in a while, so forgive me if you've upgraded and made this change. Let me know. I thought, this is just feedback.
Yeah, love it.
Is if there was a way to be more social on the app with the other users. Because I want to find that guy. Maybe you're the number one guy. I want to message you.
Yeah.
That guy hit a 450-yard drive. I want to play around with that guy. Hey, buddy, do you want to play?
Almost like network gaming, like you want to drop in the lobby and challenge somebody.
Yes.
Yeah. So I'll have to be a little bit coy, but I like how you're thinking, and I appreciate the feedback. I'll put that back home to Sweden.
Yeah. All right, Oskar.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, Brett.
Really appreciate it.
Pleasure having you over.
Yes, thank you. So that's the future. Tech that potentially makes practice more social, competitive, and sticky. I hope you enjoyed our interview with Oskar. Quick programming note across the network. If you've been listening, you probably noticed the winter golf theme. Tour storylines, travel spots, sims, gear. In February, we pivot. We're going back to our home base, local golf course highlights in your state, local golf stories, and we're covering NCAA golf teams throughout the season. We're also working on credentials to cover the NCAA championships in Carlsbad later this spring. All right, that's the end of the special, and if you enjoyed what you're listening to, share this episode with one golf buddy. And if you want the full catalog, every state plus destination shows, go to golfpodcast.org. And if you want to support what we're building, follow us on Instagram at Golf Podcasts. Visit our partners at Cobra Golf, Expedia, and Legends Casino. All of their links are on our website, golfpodcast.org. I'm Brett Smith. Thanks for listening. And always remember to tip your cart staff.